Well, hello, and welcome to yet another episode of Together with Open Source. So I hope you all have an amazing morning today. I will just share my screen and we'll go from there. So probably we can just introduce ourselves, and then I think it will be honest to go first with Aditya, because, well, it was his idea. The topic of today was his.
Yeah, sure. So, hello everyone. My name is Aditya Tomar, and I'm living in India, New Delhi, and currently I'm in second year of my college doing BTech. So that's all about me, and currently exploring open source also.
Good. Sorry, mate. Can you say name Hazratullah, or how do I pronounce it?
Yes, I'm Hazratullah Hugyani from Afghanistan, and I've studied computer science, software engineering.
Wow, that's something. You're the first ever person from Afghanistan in our meetup. So welcome, mate. Welcome. Martina? I cannot hear you, Martina. I think you're on mute.
Sorry. I'm Martina. I'm from Slovakia. I'm studying computer science and maths, just finishing actually. And yeah, it's Nikita's fault I'm interested in open source. So.
Oh yeah, for the right cause. There's so many things. So which year are you? I'm in at
I'm in
university.
my last year. I should be finishing in September sometime, something like that.
There's a scholarship which you're applicable to, and I think it's $7,000 for 3 months. So yeah, just drop me a message on Twitter.
Okay.
And we can make a post about it.
All right.
And Deep2? Oh, welcome. It's not me paying, so but I have good friends. Deep2?
Hi. My name is Deepto. I'm from India, and I am a software developer. Mainly work on backend stuff. Yeah, and I have been working for around a year and a half. Yeah, and I recently got interested in open source and have made a few contributions, and yeah, exploring more open source
That's
projects.
Good. That's so good, so good. And where from in India are you?
I'm from Kolkata.
Kolkata. I've heard it many times.
In the east of India.
Oh, good. So you can see it on the map. So we have quite a few countries represented here. I never seen this language. I never seen like this Swedish. This is beautiful. This is so beautiful. Oh, thank you so much. This is Bengali. I have friends speaking Bengali, I think. Okay.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm blessed with good friends. So let's start. And today was inspired by Aditya. So many thanks to Aditya. So Aditya wanted to know about conferences and how to start contributing to CNCF. So let's answer the second question first. We're developers, right? First in, last out. So if you go to GitHub, let's actually do better. Let's actually contribute to CNCF. So, sorry, I have already had an answer there. So you go to GitHub. This one was easy, Aditya. Next time we'll need to find something harder. It's harder to find something about dinosaurs. But so you're interested in CNCF, Aditya, right?
Yeah.
So what can be better for a person interested in CNCF than contributing to CNCF itself? There's nothing which can be better for you, mate. There's a huge CNCF repo. I'll put it in chat, but obviously you can find it. It's like 4 letters, and they have 119 repos. So, actually, let's do one thing. Let's notepad. I'll do one thing. So here we'll create a challenge. It's not a challenge, I want you to do it, but today is crazy. So That will be the goal for the end. Okay, we'll do it in the end. So basically, sorry, I'm doing so many things. Guys. It's Cloud Native Computing Foundation. So they orchestrate containers and all the other stuff. What is more important, there's this Twitter here. So you follow them. Sorry, I was probably already following. Yeah, cool. And then we'll do the next thing. So you are sure that you love this stuff, right? You are sure that you're interested in that.
Yeah.
Cool. So let's see what is the most lively thing here. So this one is on the top, but we are not choosing it. Why? Because it doesn't have too many stars. So basically the idea of my meetup is that I'm a matchmaker. You know, like in old times, there were ladies who were like, oh, there's a good girl from this family. Oh, there's a good boy from this family. Okay, let's start something good. And I'm doing the same, but I'm doing it with people and projects and companies. So obviously you're a good person. So let's find you a good project. And let's make it visible and beneficial to the world, because otherwise what's the point? So let's say if you are contributing heavily into something but nobody knows about it, then well, you won't you will burn out, mate. You'll burn out however good the project is. But so you need to contribute, and it should be needed and it should be visible, so people can say, oh, Aditya is doing so well, let's invite him to Microsoft, or let's pay him some, I don't know, let's support him financially, let's get him tickets to the conference, something like this. You'll be amazed. Or let's follow him on Twitter and LinkedIn. That's what I did, and now I have I think 2,000 on, almost soon 2,000 on LinkedIn, and 500 plus on Twitter, which is not much, but I started with 20, and most of them were my family and friends, and I never posted anything. So let's see, this landscape thing. This is interesting. Why? This one shows volatility is good, right? It's over 1,000. I think it's folks, and almost 9,000 things, stars. Don't think I'll check quickly. Is there anything better? No, there's no. So we are going here. And so we read this one, the Cloud Native Interactive, filters and sorts, hundreds of projects, the Cloud Native Interactive Landscape, filters and sorts hundreds of projects and products, and shows details including GitHub stars, funding or market cap, first and last commits, contributor accounts, headquarters, location, and recent tweets. That's actually interesting. So we do that. So I think that might even already count as a contribution. Let me see. Or maybe not. Is it which is the 23rd? Probably not. But this will, I think. Okay, fork. Yeah. So now we'll make an exercise. Exercise 1. We'll fork this one. Fork. We'll fork action. We'll have, I think, two, maybe 3 actions at most today. Fork this one. All right. Tweet. Okay. I am an open source contributor. Today I have forked the amazing. What was the name of the project? Landscape. People from no, it's not real project. Let's call it project from CNCF. Okay, and join me on my. I think it's called 100 Days of Open Source. So as you see, the thing is that a lot of people, they do the mistake. They think that to start contributing to the society, and that's how you get value, because like at work, at university, everywhere, at university, you are being accepted because you do some exercise, you attend lectures and stuff. At work, you're accepted because you create something. So we are sharing, and that's why we are needed. That's why people appreciate us. Let's be. I'm not into this religious stuff. I cannot tell that person is not needed just because he or she chose not to contribute. So a lot of people think that, oh, I'm a student, like first year, what can I tell? Well, if you attended, for example, today's session, you already know more than other first year students. You found something nice, post it. Of course, Microsoft CEO won't be reading your stuff, won't be reading your Twitter, most probably, but other students will. They will not be students forever. And also probably they know something you don't know. So that creates connections. I have connections with people from North Africa, Central Africa, all over the India, UK. Now, was it Slovakia or Martina? Sorry.
Yeah, it was Slovakia.
Slovakia. I've been to High Tatry. It's a beautiful place. I love Slovakia. Here, I think it's called 100 days. There's 100 days of code, but we are not doing that. We're doing that. Okay, that's not interesting. Code is too limited. I don't like 100 days. I like 100 days of code, but it's too narrow because IT is like that. It's like an ocean. So we need so many people. Yes, we need developers, but it's such a small portion of all the job. We need lawyers, we need test engineers of multiple kinds, like many different kinds. We need people to write business documentation. We need people to translate business documentation. We need community organizers. We need a lot of people. So I would say, so today we will write a tweet. All of us, of course, it's voluntarily. And I'm an open source contributor. I forked this project from CNCF. And that will be this one. And as soon as you fork it, you'll get this beautiful thing here, and it will say there's a contribution. It already, actually, to be honest, if I was doing that, I would count Stai's contribution as well, because it makes projects more visible. So you contributed to the project's visibility, but you forked it. Now you have the copy of it, right, in your GitHub account. Now there are two ways to go from here, because you see, oh, Charmaine is there. Oh, finally. Hello, Charmaine. How are you? Oh, she's connecting. She's connecting. She's hello, Charmaine. So I hope you're good this morning.
Good morning, everyone.
So yeah, what we're doing right now. Charmaine is from, I think, from UK, right?
Yes, I am.
Yeah, so Charmaine is a very inspiring person, and she's a good friend of a very good friend of mine, Darren. He's amazing. It's like the person can do anything, like with computers. He's a god of computers, like really. And he's like a very impressive person. He's huge on muscles, and his brain is even bigger than muscles, and his heart is bigger than his even that. So I wish I would be half as good as him. So Charmaine, what we're doing here, Aditya, my friend from India, from Delhi, if I remember correctly, right, Aditya? He's
Delhi.
So basically what I'm doing, I'm a matchmaker. Like, in old times, there were matchmakers. They said, oh, there's this nice girl from this village. Oh, there's a nice boy from this village. Let's make something beautiful happen. So I'm doing the same, but I'm doing it between people and their future jobs, let's say, or their future path. It might be not a job as such. So I'm finding something which they love and which community needs. And I help them to start contributing in many ways. It doesn't have to be code at all. And one of the things which inspired me is the movie called Hidden Figures, because I will do very hard. My goal is to make sure figures are not hidden from day one. Like what we are doing now, we are writing a tweet. So Aditya, he is interested in cloud native. Oh my God, it's called CNCF, cloud native something. CNCF, Cloud Native Computing Foundation. I only know a little bit of it, but so I could just, I don't know, go to this conference. But well, conferences are good. I love them, but it's not good enough. Instead, what we are going, there's a website called GitHub, and like, don't worry if you don't know something. We'll create. If you don't know something, if anybody doesn't know anything, let me know, and I'll create a session just on this topic. So people on this who are missing something in this area, they will learn it, and I'll put it online, so a lot of people will benefit. So actually, you'll be helping me if you tell that you don't know something, because you will help me to find how I can help people more. So GitHub is a place where projects are stored, and what we did that CNCF here for Aditya. Sorry. We need to go here because it was searching in my own repository first. And then we found that CNCF has its own repo, or I don't know, its own space on GitHub. Let's call it space. They have their Twitter account. They have 119 repositories, which is a lot. And what is more important, their repositories are being modified constantly. There's life there, although there are sometimes exceptions. Sometimes it's automatic process. Because what I don't want to happen, I don't want Aditya or Charmaine or myself to start contributing to a project which nobody needs, which is only maintained by robots, because like, well, it will be useful. I won't lie, I won't say it's not useful, but it will be very limited usability. And so my goal is to help Aditya in the way that people from CNCF contact him. I want him in 1 month from now to have a lot of friends from there. Like a lot, because I created this project we are in now, and I had a staff engineer from Twitter contacting me in like a week time and actually contributing to my project. And there's no other way I would have met this person like at all. The chances are like, it doesn't happen, not to get simple guys like me from a poor neighborhood. So we fork this project. We click this fork. I've already done it before, that's why I'm getting this screen. So now I have my own copy of this project, and that already counts as a contribution. And we can already make this thing. Let me see. Where is this? Maybe paint or something. So I'll just make a nice picture. Oh, actually, we'll make it better because it goes better with pictures. Let me see how we do this beautiful thing. Oh yeah. Now we can just do that, right? And so we'll have a tweet which is called. I know it sounds very silly. But you'll be amazed how powerful this silly thing is. So if you just do that, if you do this, I'll put in chat. And tags matter a lot. So maybe we'll have to. Oh, actually, let me write one. Let me write the first one. Oh, and I'll put our tag as well if you don't mind, guys. Together we open source, if you don't mind, because my idea is that, especially you guys, I want to step away at some point from this community. Like I want to be creating, I'm actually already doing that. I'm creating future leaders. So each of you can run my idea. So I will teach you how to make people so visible and so valuable that amazing companies will reach to you. I'm already reached by it's not a Bitcoin. It's, how do you call this? Basically cryptocurrency thing, and they are kind of talking about salary twice bigger than mine. Twice, and that's a lot. So let's do it together now. That's actually because I don't like giving people advice which I didn't do myself. So I'm only trying to share, and here we'll do that, right? And we'll put back so the text is good. So I'm an open source contributor. Actually, today we'll make it better. Today, I contributed to the amazing landscape open source project from CNCF. Yeah, that's better because this I still have a lot of stuff to learn about marketing and all this stuff. Let me just quickly join. Oh, yeah, nobody else is. But like before, it was I'm an open source contributor, but yes, so what? But if I do it this way, today I contributed to the amazing landscape open source project from CNCF. That's better now. And I posted. If I find the button, yes, good stuff. And now my handle is Nikita Kosolev. I will really appreciate if you subscribe to me, because and if you mention this tag, it will be easier for me because I will repost your posts and I'll put likes and make you visible. So, but basically what I want to happen now is that now let's contribute like really. So let's see this thing. So this project, there are two very good ways to contribute. One is fast, so that's what we'll be doing now. And one is a bit more powerful, is to go to this project. There is no one. It might have people there, or it might have like issues. Because basically I want to find live people behind it, 57. So we need to find a way to talk to them. Let's see. So maybe you can actually even like ask them via Twitter. Like if you make a tweet something like, hello, CNCF. Is it in that? CNCF? Yeah, that's that. How can an open source that's more efficient, but it will take a bit. It's a different approach. I haven't done it myself yet fully, so I'm doing it right now. To be start helping you with CNCF projects. Besides code contributions, probably you need some maintainers and such. Maintainers, who else is there? How do you call people who sources, people, managers? I don't like the name people, HR and other roles. And other heroes. Well, let's call. I don't like call people here roles heroes. Sounds better. Like Darren, he's not a role, he's a friend. Although he is doing an amazing job, but he's an amazing person. Okay, we are doing that, and we'll be source, right, together with open source, and it will be 100 days of open source. So I think that there must be a way. I just don't want to spend too much time because obviously you can find people and stuff. I want you to come to this community and ask them. Actually, you can write them an email. There's an email right here. So those who want to do this project, and I'm not telling everybody to do it. It's just an example, guys, because like, what's the time now? I'll finish that part in like 7 minutes from now, and then we'll probably go with Charmaine because I already agreed with her. But I won't be telling Charmaine to do this project unless I know something about her, because, well, there are reasons. Because otherwise everybody will, most of my mentees, they say, oh, I want to do finance, I want to live in London. And I'm like, really do Financial Times to your grandmother in the evenings, because I don't want somebody to like be stuck in a one-bedroom flat in the center of London and at the age of 50 with yes, probably with a little bit of cash, but at that job he or she hates, and with no friends and stuff like that, disconnected from family. Well, why do that to yourself if you can be rich and with your family and like can helping your community? So now we're going back. We're going back to CNCF. So you've seen this email. So Aditya, just send them an email and copy, maybe reshare my tweet and ask them as well in the tweet. And they might take a look at their website. But basically, your question to them will be that, hello, I'm Aditya, I do such and such. What is the way I want to contribute to your projects? What are the best ways besides contributing to landscape, which you already do? Or maybe they can suggest something, or maybe let's just meet. Maybe they have some events. Just write a nice letter and tweet as well. I want them to come to you and answer your question. They know it better. I don't know it, but I know they know, right? And I want you to tweet about the question and to tweet the result. I want to tweet you that, oh, you know, this project is so great because it is great, and oh, this is great, and you need, you know, they needed mentors, and now I'm a mentor. Oh, sorry, not mentors, maintainers, because you know maintaining is probably boring when you're doing it for long, but when you're just doing it, it's fun, it's interesting. So a lot of nice people from CNCF, they will really appreciate maintainers to come and, you know, look at the issues. I don't know what exactly they will be calling. So now let's contribute. We are going to README file. That's the file they use to describe this project. So normally it's the fastest way, but in projects to contribute something. But sometimes there's like nothing to fix. Usually I find something, but sometimes the projects are too good. This one looks very good. Let's see what we can fix. Well, I'm not fixing that. I'm normally I fix dots and stuff, but I don't want to be, you know, it's not a bully, but like, I don't want to like be showing off because that's not nice. They follow the same format here. This one is good. Good. Trying to find a mistake, a typo or something, and I'm trying to do it fast. The only thing is that, yeah, they are not using dots here, but they're not using them universally. I could, of course, say that, well, he used dots here, but well, that's probably problem. Maybe that will be what we do. What else do they have here? Because obviously it's not, we don't have time to like, you see, if I start fixing it, I'll have to start fixing here, and here it will start to look funny. I really don't want to do that stuff. This is good. This is good. So to be honest, today will go different because normally I would modify this file, but this file is good. And I've done it quite some times already. So the next thing will be to go here, but instead of that, I want Aditya, and if anybody is interested as well, you can do that. Fork this project, send this tweet, same as I did, or not same, it's your call. Or maybe you can even find me on Twitter, and you can reshare. Everybody can do that. Like I've been to this session today, and you can put, for example, this event's details if you want. If you don't want, that's fine. There will be a video later. But especially Aditya, because it was your call, I want you to fork this project, and then read about it and write your thoughts about it on Twitter and make an article on LinkedIn. It doesn't have to be long, because we want, if you want to go, that's the saying I really love. If you want to go fast, walk alone. If you want to go far, walk with friends. So I would rather go with friends and do consistency. I would prefer consistency. So there will be a big impact. There will be lesser content I want from you, but I want you to be visible and speak to people. Because if you start creating huge blogs, you want, so if you speak to people, you are constantly adjusting your direction. So your small contributions, they are needed, and they will be needed more and more and more. But if you create a huge article, and it might be not actually needed, so you've just, because you didn't speak to people, so you've just spent so much time, and like, so what? Just write about this project, a small post, and do it today, and tomorrow you do something else about this one. So like daily, if you do it daily, so for example, today it can be just what it is. Then you can prepare it now, the second post, but don't post it today because we want consistency. So maybe try to install the stuff locally and write about it. Some screenshots would be nice, and then write more and more and more. Maybe pre-plan these tweets in advance, so it will create an image. I want people who want to learn about CNCF. I want them in Delhi, like, and I'm serious now. If somebody in Delhi in university is thinking about open source and CNCF, I want them to know that Aditya is the name. I want them to go to you and talk to you like now. So, so you see what I'm doing. I'm helping you to how to call it, to become Aditya, the CNCF, the chief of CNCF. Okay, and now if you contribute this way, and obviously you'll be fixing code and stuff, because we can go here, you can check issues, and that's an easy stuff. YouTube is full of that, but I'll help with that as well. So it mentions you need to code. So you might have to code here, might not, but we'll choose separately, because yeah, currently I'm like soon I will be switching to Charmaine, and maybe somebody else. So I just, well, a lot of people need this stuff, but yeah, so let's start creating content out of it, Aditya, and it should be like meaningful content, and should be content. You should be progressing, and content should happen as a side effect of your progression, all right? And I want you to grow in this direction. If that's okay with you, of course. I'm not ordering anything. I'm just saying. If tomorrow you come to me and say and tell me I don't love CNCF anymore, I love mountain bikes, I'll find you some mountain bikes. Okay, it's like totally fine, absolutely fine. And the CNCF, for example, what is your mother language? Is it Bengali or no? Sorry, is it Hindi in Delhi, the main one?
Yeah, Hindi.
So yeah, so this is a very famous project, this one, right? But it doesn't have one thing. I'm not sure if it has Hindi community. And I'm really not sure if any documentation is translated to Hindi. So, and I'm really looking for people to run the same stuff as I'm doing in Hindi and Bengali and Ukrainian. And I need Black ladies to be role models to run it as well. Like, because well, I had a very harsh childhood, but I want people to connect better. I need role models. So a guy from Bengali will be better for guys from Bengali than me, however diverse I am. Oh, by the way, I'm autist, so if I insult anybody, just let me know, guys. I'll be very sorry, and I'll try to get better. But computers are so much easier than people. It's just it's very hard for me to get the emotions right and stuff like that. So Charmaine, Aditya, Deep to Martina, if I insult anybody, I'm very sorry, and just let me know, okay? My autism is, well, it has side effects. It's not all flowers and chocolates. It actually hurts a bit. Anyway, so Aditya, if you just follow this project, this one, and oh, maybe it even increased my contribution as well, but I wouldn't be so sure. No, it didn't. It didn't. It's still one contribution. Just fork it. Fork and tweet, and that's enough to start with. Okay, even fork is enough. It's one button.
So,
okay, cool. So, Aditya, let me know your thoughts.
yeah, I will fork it today.
Good, and then fork it and write about it, and mention this. Mention my name and ideally group's hashtag, so we can see you on Twitter, because we'll be looking. Actually, let me save the Guys, I've just saved your how do I do that? Screenshot. Is it this way? I'm very bad with some of computer things. Anyway, I tried to take a screenshot of you but it probably didn't work. Anyway, now we have the Aditya. Now maybe Charmaine, if there are no objections. There should be none. But I'll try, guys. I'll help everybody. So don't worry if you don't manage today. If you don't manage today, I'll help you next time. Oh, Charmaine.
Yes, hi.
Hi. So tell me, what is your goal? If that's okay with you, we can do one-on-one as well. And tell me what you love, like 2 or 3 hobbies, if it's possible.
So currently I'm working as an IT support analyst, second line, and I want to progress my career to DevOps.
This is good.
Yeah, so I'm a bit nervous because I haven't learned any kind of language before. So having done some research,
that's fine. That's fine. But there's no reason to be nervous at all. It's like you should be actually, because you know this, it's actually a good thing. I would be more concerned with somebody not nervous and not doing anything and then saying, "Oh, I want to be a DevOps." Like, really?
Okay.
So,
yeah, and I'm put a bit in my mind at ease a little because I don't know, because I guess I kind of fell into IT and I didn't go to university, so I didn't do like computer science.
That's very good. That's very smart. I wish I did the same.
Yeah,
it's like 4 hours lost or 4 years lost mostly. So
yeah, this is new. I'm looking forward to it. I've started to kind of look into applications and what kind of things I would need to know in regards to be a DevOps engineer. Hobby wise, I play basketball, which is how I know Darren. I've been playing for about 30 years now, somewhere around there. It's been a long time. Otherwise, gosh, there's a variant of different things that I like. Oh gosh, I'm trying to think.
What's your biggest values in life, if that's okay to share? Like, what do you like?
What kind of my purpose-wise and values?
Yeah, maybe purpose-wise. I'm just think of me as a matchmaker. I'm asking silly questions. I don't really know how to do it. Like, it just happens.
So my ultimate goal is to be able to help disadvantaged people, meaning, for instance, in a year or so time, I'd like to build a business in property, which are providing homes for what's the word? Like care leavers, people that have mental health issues, severe learning difficulties.
It's somebody like me, but not as lucky.
Yeah, so that's my ultimate goal years down the line, to kind of provide a home for them, somewhere that they can feel secure, be able to get the support that they need. So in general, I like to be able to help people. I think because of the journey that I've taken to get to where I am in regards to work, I like to be able to advise younger people about the decisions that I could have made better. In that sense, that's kind of the person that I am. Being able to help where I can. I'm quite supportive. I'm a big team player as part of being a part of a basketball team for so long as well, and the foundations that have been built as a result of that experience has really helped me. I'm an introvert in general, but when I was younger, I was a lot more shyer, didn't have much confidence, but basketball and the people that I've met throughout the years have kind of allowed me to build on the person that I am, being a big team player and a supportive, helpful person wherever I can, really. And yeah, I like hair. I'm doing my hair while I'm talking to you. So yeah, so I have quite a varied interest in things, but generally it's being able to help people where I can.
Good. So you've noticed what just happened? So you came saying that I want to do DevOps, and I'm sure you'll be fine with it. And DevOps is needed everywhere. And because it's needed everywhere, you can really choose. So of course we could go this way, right? We could do this, we could do this. We could check the requirements and get started doing this stuff. And then you'll be applying, and you'll be competing against people from Oxford. And some of them, well, I hate to say it, but some of them will be white guys. And well, I need to be very careful here. My company is very diverse, I support it, but I really want more diverse people from all kinds of diversity in up to management, like really, because too many reasons, and because, for example, because it really benefits the company and because it's fair. So I myself could not afford. So we'll try to go another way. I'm thinking my idea now is to find a charity project on open source, because it looks like, and we won't be able to do it like perfectly now due to time limits, but you'll just change projects as you go. But idea is open source is limitless. Like there's a lot of stuff. I'm 100% sure there's something which is some projects which are close to yours. In the worst case, you can create yours, but well, I wouldn't go this route for two reasons. First, maintaining your own open source project is a hell, like really. And second is that if it was your like fifth project of this area, then yeah, but otherwise, well, it won't be that much of visibility because there are so many small projects, and well, I think it won't be as useful. I want you to be immediately part of something bigger. So I'm trying to, so I went just to basically homelessness in GitHub, and let's see if there's anything which is most Fox maybe. Fox is basically a copy of a repository. So this one I don't know. Most stars. Maybe if you know some big charity like Samaritans or something, open source. There are some open source, so you can help people directly, like keep them, because you mentioned like different directions of help, right? You mentioned that you care about homeless people. I mean, we all care about that. You want to do something about it, and also you mentioned about people doing wrong choices. So in the end, you have to focus because you cannot help all the world. That's why, like one of my friends today, I told him that, mate, I cannot do the meeting with you today one-on-one because I have this one, and I would rather help 100 people than one. I'm sorry. Just join my meeting and I'll help you there because it can be reused. So we can also help homeless people by making sure they don't become homeless. Because, for example, if I remember correctly, when I lived in Tower Hamlet area of London, it was not exactly a posh area. It was quite a rough neighborhood, and that's very sad when you look. There's a Canary Wharf you can see shining over there. People making six figures, and then some people don't have enough money to buy food for their families or to care their kids. That sucks. But their kids are smart, and these people are smart. So why not? So basically, if we find some charity which is related to Girls Who Code, for example. So Girls Who Code is big, right? And that's one of the things. Girls Who Code open source. And I know some people, they're amazing. Women Who Code. A Woman Who Code, that's a good article, actually. So we'll probably have to, because I would rather choose something doable. I'm quite sure homelessness. There are many projects. I'm just trying to find something, something doable. Women Who Code open source. So let's see if they have a repo. who code. Okay. No. No. It's wrong. It's actually decision here. Women who code. Oh, that's interesting. This part is important, right? It says it's verified. So not all genuine GitHub accounts by far have this stuff, but this one has, and that's very good. Are you part of that, Charmaine, of this movement, Women Who Code?
No, I'm on GitHub now, so I can have a look.
It's a movement. It's in a way, as I see, it's like other beautiful movements like BLM, like this neurodiversity one and stuff. I've just shared an example one. So like, if you don't mind me giving advice, you could do two things now. We could do it together, actually. So first of all, follow button, because they deserve it. These guys are so good, and there's so many branches, and I have some friends there as well. And well, now I will have one more friend there, or two more friends. Martina, Women Who Code, it's a worldwide. It's not only in London, it's like everywhere. And if by some sad occurrence it does not exist yet in your area, just become part of it, and you'll be the first one. So you will be officially chief. And your first course now, in 3 years' time, there will be plenty. This moment will be big, and you'll be, well, I won't say it on the top, but you'll be the one who created it. And that's amazing. You can call yourself founder of a Slovakia branch of Women Who Code. That would be amazing.
Nice.
And
yeah, I am in London though.
Oh, you are good.
Yeah.
And Charmaine, by the way, actually, just remind me after this one. There is. I just maybe in the end I will check. I think there is how do you call it? There is a kind of movement as well, who are supported by Microsoft, Amazon, and such. And I think they support underprivileged people in open source. I think they're paying $7,000 for 3 months. And but I think you cannot do full-time job, but you can do part-time job. But still, it's good to get in touch with them, because they're amazing, and you can apply as a mentor as well. So yeah, but it's just sorry, with my autism, my brain is thinking like not like that, but like that. That's why I try to focus all the time. So let's see if they have interesting repositories. Their repositories are not very alive. That's sad. So so probably we won't contribute here, because well, here it's not very alive. I could say contribute, but you see it was updated here. So Women Who Code is an amazing group. They're really cool, but we need to look beyond that. Let me see. Let me actually see, because BLM is a huge movement. Source. Movement is amazing, but I don't see the projects. I don't see the project. Let me think. What else can we do? Open source charities. Top open source charities for young. Oh, there's also Girls Who Code. Oh, I think it's called Girls Who Code. There's an amazing person, Angie Jones. She's amazing. She's beyond amazing. She's so good. I'll share her. She inspired me so much. She has like 14 patents. Okay, she had 14 patents, I think, 12 or 14. It was a year ago. I won't be surprised if it's 20 now, like really. And she runs the, actually, she's much smarter than me. I mean, I know that she's much smarter than me, but she is a GitHub star. as she says, and I trust her in everything she says. And I don't trust many people, including myself. So we'll do two things. So girls who called, you can, well, this is amazing. I'm just checking of Andrew Jones GitHub. Okay, repositories. So she's the person to contact to. DevOps. I'm just thinking multiple things. Charity, open source. Oh, GitHub. Let's see. No. Charities, GitHub. Okay, let's see this one. 300 repositories. What's that? No. Oh. Oh, this is good. Free Code Camp is I'm sure many of you know, but if not, it's fine. It's basically a free university. And although they have courses about everything, and the courses are good. I think even certification is there, but I didn't know they're on GitHub. So, so let's see. So you want to be doing DevOps. So by the way, it would be nice if you spoke to Darren as well, Chairman, because he knows more than me about DevOps. But what you could do, because you like, do you really love DevOps, or is it just a way for you to get into like different job which will allow you to make this charity or helping the society happen? Does it have to be DevOps, or you'll be fine as, I don't know, head of engineering or somebody?
Good question. So, okay, so one of the things, because I was looking into software engineer as well, and I wasn't sure about it because the work-life balance seems a bit crazy. Well, I've watched YouTube channels of people talking about their working days, and it seems quite intense, meaning that they do long hours. Well, the people that I've watched do long hours, and I don't personally know a software engineer. Darren, I know he does, and I think it's OET if I'm not mistaken. And I know his workload is quite intense and unpredictable at times too as well. So I didn't really want to go into an environment that was going to mimic that, because I just wouldn't work with my lifestyle. So I thought DevOps might be a good option. I'm still kind of exploring.
What if we make it not your problem? What if it make the society's problem? What if we start with your journey towards what you really love, and let the job find you? Because you might be a DevRel and you might not even know what DevRel means. And I still don't know, although I've spent some time, I still don't fully understand it. But like, there's some things I can only tell you in private, but wonderful things happen when you behave like this. It's because, well, I've sent some papers. So Free Code Camp, if you go here, you can see that's the top repository. It has 29,000. It's been copied 29,000 times, and it has 350,000 stars on it. If these guys don't need maintenance, I will eat my, I don't know. Well, I'll eat a donut, and it's not good for me to have sugar, so it will be your fault. But if you go here, we put a star and we make a fork, and we do create fork. Now it's being copied into my repo. Now it's mine. I can do whatever I want. And that's enough to write. Because what you can do, you can go to the README and you can Google as well. And that's already a contribution, because if I check my profile now here, because before that I was like changing files, guys, but it's not about changing files. It's about contributions. I have 2 contributions today. That's more than most of the people on this planet did in their life. With all respect to them, I'm just saying it's a tool, and my end goal is that I want to create a movement of millions. I want people from, well, let's say Zimbabwe, because it's harder for them. But I have people from Central Africa, North Africa, but from quite developed countries. But let's say somebody is on a farm in Zimbabwe and all the person has is a mobile phone. I want this person to have a very good opportunity, like a path, actually, not a path to get a good job, and maybe without leaving Zimbabwe, if he or she or they doesn't want to. I don't want people to go to London only because that's the only way to make money. I want person to be able to make money wherever, a good money, and then following what they love. And well, maybe I'm naive, but it works. And then if they want to go to London to see the culture, to live here because they want to live here, well, the weather is not good sometimes, but that's their fault. Then I want them to do that. So now what we can do, because free code cap is an amazing stuff. If you Google, it's truly amazing. Non-profit and blah blah blah, blah blah in the best way. You can see who supports them, right? Even from the picture, you can see that they strive for diversity. They have amazing causes, like a lot. So I suggest chime in. Let's put this DevOps a little aside for the moment, because DevOps is an amazing area, but I think you can do so much better. I think, well, the DevOps would be lucky ones to have you, but I think you are really needed a lot more in this society, because you can be such a good role model. You already are a very good role model, but you can inspire tens of thousands of people, like really. And because you're very brave, and you can make your thoughts straight. And I don't know many people after university who do have that. So, well, so let's do this thing. Let's take this thing. And so that's my handle on Twitter. So if you can follow me, I'll put it again. And you can mention me in your posts, then I will reshare. I have 500 plus. So normally I tweet, I do LinkedIn posts, and sometimes I'm writing dev2 articles. It's dev2, but not often. That's my fault, because I'm creating this community, so I have to make sacrifices. So it would be nice for me to write more often, but well, you are my first priority, then other things come second. So we can do today. I contributed to the amazing free code camp, and I'm quite sure they will be there on Twitter. Source project from free code camp. I think it will be like free code camp, yeah. So, and we need a correct handle. I'll use mine. You can check out yours. Here, actually, I did a mistake, because I should have used not their location of the project, because it's this one is free code camps one, but I want to show my. I want to give a link to my stuff to increase the impact. So, yeah, thank you. Thank you to the amazing heroes from. And by the way, guys, you're all contributors now, because if not you, if just one person, if Charmaine is an PM, maybe this post wouldn't have happened. It definitely wouldn't have happened. I wasn't thinking about free code camp for like months. So Charmaine, you probably didn't press a key, or maybe you didn't commit yet anything, but you're already a contributor. So thank you, like really thank you. This thing will become visible to maybe like 500 people or more. You really make stuff happen. So we go here, go here, we go here. Still subscribe to Andy Jones. Let me check. Yeah, I'm following. Actually, this one. She's good. Yeah. So that's it. So basically, these people, just by the size of that stuff, I can see they will need volunteers. And if we make it visible more to people who live in Tower of Hamlet, who live in Croydon, to rich kids from Oxford, I don't care who, but especially to those who cannot go to Oxford, like me, then basically we need to ask them, like, how can we help? They already meet our values, because mine as well, because I love to do this stuff. But obviously this project is the most alive they have. Yes, it has technical issues, but what I really want is that, so yeah, we can quickly contribute a bit more actually. But what I'm really after is this one, and actually contacting them, writing about them. So your first experience. So maybe first one will be, yeah, you fork, you write about first contribution because it's already a contribution, and then read about the project and write a post about them. And write that you're planning to contribute. You don't know how yet, but I mean, if you really love the idea, because the whole point is love. In my case, it's everything basis on love. You don't love stuff, you'll burn out, or you will be like working those long hours. So something like, so yesterday I started contributing, but you can write them in advance, and you can actually, I think, schedule tweets and LinkedIn or whatever. You can just prepare them and put them on the day. And write that you're planning to contribute to it, and you're choosing how. Because you don't know yet, because it's so big. Because, come on, it has 200 repositories. You cannot contribute to everything. And we don't really want you to start coding, because I'm sure you can be a very good developer, and it's not that hard. But I think the society might need you in other areas even more, because so we have developers, but having brave people who do stuff like you're doing today, it's more valuable. It's beyond the development is like that. It's beyond. So, but we'll make a first contribution as well. So they have two nice files. I'll just close other things, I think. No, okay, that would be a mess. So they have README and they have contributing. So, and they have code. MD means it's well, it's a file, like a text file, which looks with pictures and stuff. So that's a README. So I think we have already maybe checked this. No, that was another project. Let's see if we can fix anything, if there's a type or something, but this is a very good quality project. So probably I won't find many typos here. Although in that previous project, I would have removed dots now, because it doesn't look nice. This dot is fine. That's their standard. I don't want to like step in. And many of them, okay, that's on purpose. Even if you go to issues, some of the projects, they have labels, and some of them they have first time label. Because the hardest part is your first contribution. The hardest part is to click this fork button, because to do that you had to come to this meetup. You had to meet Darren. You had to come to this meetup. If one of these things didn't happen, it wouldn't have happened. That's the hardest part. Then the next hardest part is to make it build locally, if you need building it. Oh, sorry, that's my Alexa. No. So, oh, you see this one. So apparently there's a typo here. Elements instead of that. So if you go here and you let me see. Oh, I can, oh, because it's not in my repository. fixed already. Because I don't know exactly how to do this one, but I'll find, go to file. No, that's already file. Oh, why cannot I? Oh, because that's not my repository, right? One moment. That's Angie Jones. She's amazing. If I clicked fork. So basically, there's an issue now already which you can fix, but maybe it has been fixed already, but we'll see. Okay, which file was it? Yeah, I've never done this part, so please bear with me. 909. Probably we'll have to stop here, but I'll just quickly show you some change which you can do, but maybe you can maybe let's start this week with writing about this project. Yes, next week what we'll do, we'll pick off from where we left, and we can edit this one, but we cannot. What amount was it? This one, this one. So this one is grayed out. I don't know why. What is this one? Copy row contents, row blame, because basically there was this bug, and we might want to fix it. And that's this thing. It's free code camp curriculum. So let's see. Free code camp. Let's go to my fork. My fork, I said this one. So we go here. We go here. So sorry it's taking longer, but I want to have like challenges English 14 responsive challenges. So these guys, they're maybe if you not do a course on free code camp, but do a few exercises from any course, can be DevOps, can be whatever, just to get the feeling of how people use it. And I think it was English, and I think it was number 14. And oh my God, my memory is not that good. Learn intermediate CSS. So CSS is cascade styles. It's what makes texts look nice. So, and that's a file with some text. So this one, and this one here, it had apparently a typo. You see? So now I'm in my repository, my copy of the repository. So I can press this thing here, edit this file. That's the beauty. That's why I'm saying that a guy from or girl or from let's say Zimbabwe. I'm using Zimbabwe example or Afghanistan, for example, because I'm trying to choose. If it works there, it will work everywhere. So from mobile phone, if you go to desktop mode, you'll see this pencil. Maybe it's possible with app. I don't know. I have tried. It didn't work for me. Maybe something changed. I clicked this pencil, and now it's a raw file. It shows like what creates these pictures. I'm searching for this elements thing. It's here. I do it this way. The only thing I won't do today, I won't create. I won't do it to the end. I will only partially do it. So now there's also one thing I want to do. I want to see how they. So that's called pull requests. That basically you are making a fix or feature, and you're telling the owners of the main repository, because you only have a copy, that please accept it. I fixed something. I've done something, and I want to see how they name this stuff. So if I go to closed, yeah, if I go to closed, because closed will mean that, well, so they just name it like fix. That's fine. So, and they put a number there, right? So what we'll do, we'll just copy that. And we're going here. So we edited the stuff. The fix is already there. But I'm in my repo. That's important, right? I'm in my. You can do it, I think, directly, but I prefer this way. Fixing, but not really pulling to the repos, because to the repo, to the main repo, because I want the true heroes to do that. I just tell people to find the law in the projects of the open source projects, the open source of their law. Okay. It's not this one. It's this. No, it's no, I won't meet up. So by the way, this is being recorded live with the amazing Charmaine. If you don't mind, guys, Charmaine, and tell me if there's a typo or something. I'm very good in typos. Martina Mayova. Sorry if I mispronounce your family name. That's an Aditya Tomov. So this thing I prefer. So there's a thing called Git. So GitHub comes with that, which is like having different versions of code and stuff, branch and so on. So main branch is like the main branch, but the potential changes we normally do them in different branches. So you just click this one. You don't really care with the name, just accept for now. This one is already better than a lot of professionals do, trust me. So oh, I didn't add this, I think, here. You see, even like, and I have some experience. So now we do oh, one second, propose changes. Yeah, that's fine. Now we will do one thing. So I don't want it to merge to my thing. What I want to happen is now what happened? Sorry, did I lose it? Create pull requests, but I don't want to be the pull request to go here. I want the pull request, and earlier when I clicked, yeah, I want my pull request to go not to my repository. So basically, what I did, I created I created a branch in my repository, and then I refreshed it. There must be more peaceful way, but that's how I do it. I didn't find better way now. And now I do campaign pull request, and I'm creating it from my repository, my copy of the repository, and my branch to their repository. And I'm checking but I think main will be just fine, because even if they tell you that they don't need it, but they will most probably thank you. Well, you don't grow to that big as free code camp without being nice to people, and they will tell you why, and then you can create content from it. You can actually say that, guys, look, I tried that, they didn't accept it, and these are the reasons. So people who are following your steps, and they will benefit from it a lot. So if I clicked this button, but I want Charmaine to do it to somebody, it will create this fix for the first time, and then you can write about it. And that's the third post. You can write about today first. That was the first post. Then you can write about free code camp as such. That's the second one. Then you can write about your first contribution, or about not being able to do it because something stopped you. And then community will come to the help, and make sure you use those hashtags like open source and stuff. And together the open source is mine. So I created it. Yeah, I created it. So this one I thought to create it, but somebody else did it first. And this one is the most popular. So mine is this popular. Nobody is using it. This one is a bit more popular, and it will help you reach the people who are doing it, just started. And this is the biggest one. So you can use it everywhere, LinkedIn, everywhere. So like it will help you to become visible. And if you mention my name, I will reshare stuff, and I will let you know my thoughts in a positive manner always. And if I insult you in any way, then I'll say that I'm sorry officially. and I'll try to fix stuff. So that's it. So all of you are contributors now. We made one matchmaking happen today. Two, we helped Aditya to find CNCF because he wanted to know about CNCF now, but instead of participating in this cloud projects in other companies, he is aware now of that CNCF itself, this cloud native computer coordination, they actually have their own stuff on GitHub, and he's part of that now. So we go to the roots immediately instead of spending 20 years. So, and Charmaine, you're a contributor now of FreeCodeCamp and the role model. So congratulations. And sorry, DevOps guys, maybe you're not getting her because she's too good, like really. So we need her in other areas, which are even more critical. So that's all. Please let me know your thoughts, questions, guys. I understand it was long, so it's very hard for me to stop doing things once I start. Hello, autism. Let me know. Was it good, bad? I think next time we can go with Martina if you come, and we will find you something. And yeah. So thank you for coming. Any questions?
How often do you contribute on whatever repository? Do you just contribute on the CNCF, or are there other ones that you contribute? I'm just learning about GitHub now.
Yeah.
So.
To tell you the truth, initially somebody here started contributing daily. Now I stopped because contributions because this one is purely technical stuff. It only shows that you're committed. You can spend a day or maybe a week and write a script which will daily come add a dot to your own repository on GitHub. And it will make the stuff perfectly green. Does it equal Andy Jones' contribution? No. But if you go to Andy Jones' website, GitHub, and you add one dot there, you fix one thing there, that will be so much more than many people did. So it's not about making this stuff green, although it helps. It's about contributing to the open source project. So like FreeCodeCamp, for example, you write a Twitter, it won't be seen here, right? It won't be seen here unless you can add it to the project I created. But oh, sorry, my network today is, well, it's London. It's England, sorry, not London. So I will think of way to make this stuff green for your true contributions. So you don't have to try to mimic, it's because it actually helps. The only problem, Chairman, I'm sorry in advance that at some point agents will start coming to you a lot because of this stuff, but well, that's another problem. We'll solve it later. So your true contributions for now is you have your path and it's unique. And that matters so more than this stuff. So as you contribute to FreeCodeCamp, when it will be code contribution, this will go greener. When it will be non-code contribution, it won't be go greener, but it doesn't really matter at all. Because, well, I want you to have, let's Okay, guys, let's go. Stuff happen. Uh, Okay, okay, guys, let's cut it. My Wi-Fi is dying, but I'll write about everything. Thank you, friends, and see you and have a nice day. Wi-Fi, I'll talk to you.
Thank you
See
so
you.
much. Thank you.
Yeah, see you guys.
Bye.
Yeah, yeah. I love you all.